just underway. Happy you're with us for Game 2. James. Driving right to the basket, and he's going to the line to shoot.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First one goes down. And he makes them both. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
You know. Normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
James, they'll get it down to Davis. And the rebound comes down to Harden. Rockets in control of the basketball. Beyond the arc for 3. And Davis there to grab the rebound. Drive here, but the shot stays out.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than it was the actual rim.
Harden. His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Free throw's good. A 3-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Knocked loose. Anthony Davis. Capella's on him. Stuffs it down with authority.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Westbrook. 4-3. And Russell Westbrook, he can turn a game in an instant. Hits the 3 on the quick release.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Fareed. Off the mark. Well contested.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
To James. Clint Capella rejects it. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
James into the front court. The score 12-8. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it. To Westbrook. Going to launch beyond the arc. Big Russ, big shot, hits the 3. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
To Harden. Fires the 3 with James Harden, muscle memory. Gets it to go. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
To Harden. Here's a chance from long range. And James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the 3.
And finishes strong. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. LeBron with it up top. His guys currently down by 13. The shot by Len, no good. Daniels against Westbrook. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Lets it fly from long range. How's that for a start? 14 points in this first quarter as he knocks down the three.
And look, I know this requires great conditioning on the defensive part, but you have to start denying him the ball. Make him catch the ball further away from the basket.
LeBron into the front court. Down a bundle.
Here we go. Here we go.
To Kyle Kuzma. James to Kyle Kuzma. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. They work it down to Cousins. Alex Len able to recover with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Around the perimeter. Count it.
I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Throws it up. Here's a steal. Dangerous pass. Bradley. Here comes the screen. Daniels against the Ukrainian Len. To James. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Westbrook had made his first. Couple, but he misses there. James doesn't have the touch. No good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay. Russell Westbrook at the line for 2 shots. A career 81% free throw shooter. Misses the first. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Deep three at the buzzer. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in game number 2. Jay and I return in. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get.
From the start, let's do it.
Quinn Cook here against Harden. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And gets both to drop at the line. To Harden. For 3. James Harden. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Cook to bring it into the front court. His guys down big. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance. To the three-point play. And he missed the free throw. Fareed pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Harden from long range. Smothering D. To Capella. Clint Capella. He's 2 for 2 now.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Has a look. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. And scores.
And you best believe that every one of those that goes in fills the confidence meter.
To Harden. Trying to cash in. Harden shot, no good. To Davis. Anthony Davis. 2 of 4 now.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Russ at the controls. To Harden. Jumper's good.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
To Fareed. Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Fires the three, and he buries it. Jay upping the ante from beyond the arc.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Kenneth Faried tips it. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Kenneth Faried. Can't miss those.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
To Davis. Nothing going here on that drive. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
James Harden, 4 out of 7.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, good offense, beating good. Defense.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
And now Houston has the basketball. Anthony Davis sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Beyond the arc for three. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Kyle Kuzma, 4-3. Not that time. He missed it. For Reed. To Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. And it's Kuzma able to clear the rebound. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First try at the line, no good. Good bounce back, hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Harden in possession. His guys can hold for the final shot. James Harden. With that, he's 5 for 9. Perfect feed to set up the basket. We've reached halftime here in Game 2. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed.
The Rockets certainly didn't have a problem putting up points in the opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Houston Rockets. The Lakers have yet to appear after one half of basketball. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track.
Defense. The Houston Rockets are using defense to create offense, and it's coming off blocks and steals. They're putting in work on both ends of the court.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Clint Capella with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Westbrook with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First is your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
LeBron James. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Capella. To Fareed. Down to Fareed. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about the vision to make the pass. But how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
Doesn't get the bounce.
And the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally,
Got a piece of it.
jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Fires the three, working hard on the glass. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. Clint Capella sends it away. Here's a chance from long range. Misfires. It's no good. To Harden. Lets it fly from long range with James Harden. Muscle memory. Gets it to go.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
The drive.
Oh, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. To Harden. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. To Harden. For three. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Here we go. Here we go.
To James. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Here's LeBron for 2. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Oh, my goodness. Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
It's good. It's Cook with the basketball. Down a bundle. It's James. Jumper's good.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Harden. And that's rebounded by Kuzma. Cook to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. LeBron matched up with Capella. Nothing going here on that drive. Clint Capella with a piece. That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. Changes coming from both sides right now. Cook shot won't go.
Here we go. Here we go. Double.
From long range, that's good D. Shot no good. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Quinn Cook, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Fires the three. It's LeBron with the rebound. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
I got your help here.
To the rim. Lakers have it. Here comes the screen. James. Had a chance, but it's no good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. And scores.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
LBJ to Davis. Rocking the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, That can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the the arc, then 2 feet. Los Angeles. That's how you defend. It's Cook with the basketball. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Anthony Davis lets it fly. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Creates the space to bury the three on the step back.
And in today's game, you have to make shots. Like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
LeBron James with the rock. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Beyond the arc for 3. Tough shot. Well defended. Lakers ball. Here's Davis. And he hits.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
Deep three at the buzzer. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. It's been all Rockets. It'll be Rockets basketball here as we start the fourth quarter, and it might be time.
All right, let's do this.
To Kyle Kuzma. Bradley. Oh, bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Knocked loose. James. And the rebound taken down by Houston. To Harden. Has a look. Oh, nice find for the basket.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Westbrook. Can't get the bounce.
His scoring has definitely cooled off, but you have to give the defense some credit. They're denying him the ball and really making him work once he catches it.
James to Bradley. To James. Trying to cash in. LeBron shot, that's no good. To Fareed. Has a chance. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Kenneth Fareed has got 2 shots coming. A career 65% free throw shooter. Able to convert on both free throws. It's James controlling the offense. To Kyle Kuzma. It's LeBron. And that's rebounded by Houston. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Bradley to Cousins. Turns and slams it down.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Gets it in the left corner. Harden lobs it up. Avery Bradley. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Cruises inside for 2.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Cook to bring it into the front court. His guys down big to Kyle Kuzma. Cousins. To James. Alex Len swats it. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's the Rockets who are victorious. They'll take a commanding 2-0 lead into Game 3 of this 5-game series. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets could not have been more dominant in this game. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Houston Rockets. The Lakers really lost big in this matchup, and you can tell it was tough on them. And it's games like this. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
Mushy Mushy peeps, it's Christopher London. Now, the one had a crazy dunk last night, and you guys been hitting up my feed like crazy, and we gotta check it out. Yo, the one's bounce is actually insane. That dunk was incredible. Whew, man, I'm out of breath from that. If you guys want to check out more from the one, come back to my channel. I'm Christopher London. Peace.
This is the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. We're ready for tip-off, and these fans are as well. It's their home team getting set to match up with a very formidable opponent. Jay, is it more of an advantage for a rookie who many veterans don't know, or does it work the other way? The rookie is the one who maybe doesn't have the advantage because he hasn't been through as many situations.
It's always an advantage for the veteran, a guy like CP3 who understands the nuances of the game. But where the rookie can excel, you can't be fixated on just that one aspect of your game. You pass the ball ahead. You get your team going in transition and get some other players knocking down shots from the perimeter. And blocked away! That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Kuzma. To James. Clint Capella swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Slams it down. 2 points. And the defender's lucky there wasn't more.
I mean, sometimes as a defensive player, you have to send a message. I remember I came down the lane once against the Lakers. Shaq put me on my back. He stared at me. Then I thought once or twice or 3 times about coming down the lane again.
To Kyle Kuzma. Kenneth Faried pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Just remember that old saying here, you're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in, so it's time to get going.
To Capella. And he hits.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
LeBron into the front court, trailing by 4. Gets it in the left corner. Clint Capella sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Count the basket. He's feeling good. Defense has to get him out of his comfort zone. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
To Harden. Trying to cash in. Harden shot, no good. LeBron James. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To James. Clint Capella rejects it. That's his third block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Cook to bring it into the front court. 10-6 our score. Chance here for LeBron. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. Westbrook buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
It's Cook with the basketball. They trail by 7. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
LeBron James has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 73%. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Over and back. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Clint Capella able to recover with the block. 4th this contest.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
LeBron with it up top. Down 8. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. To Westbrook. Lets it fly from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. Daniels, guarded by Russell Westbrook. To James. And Cousins throwing it down.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Kenneth Faried with a piece.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
The free throw is good. Finishing off the 3-point play. The lead grows to 12. would school. Backs his man down for the basket.
That boy's living his best life.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores. It's Rockets ball.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Fires the three. Not easy.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Cousins against the former MVP. Off the assist.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw is good. It's a three-point play, and they're able to build on this early lead. Cook to bring it into the front court. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. And it's Cook who grabs the rebound. Good look that time, but off the mark. Here's a chance from long range. Rebound hauled in by Cousins. And counted at the rim.
Now, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but you have to take it one possession at a time. You have to continue to chip away. It hasn't been the best first quarter, but if you get a couple more of those to drop, you'll find yourself right back in this ballgame.
Quinn Cook here against Harden. That's the end of one here in game number 3. Jay and I return in a moment. You're tuned into the... Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we... Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Great feed, sets it up. Won't go down. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, that's how it's done.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Anthony Davis. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis against the Ukrainian Len. Kuzma to Davis. Here comes the screen. Davis driving right to the basket. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Beyond the arc for three. Steps out and hits.
Think about how smart of a play that is, to have the awareness to get behind the three-point line off the step back.
They'll take 3 over 2 any day of the week. They get it to Kuzma, down low. Whoa, what a finish.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Now it's Harden at the controls to Fareed for 3. That out of his range and no good. Fareed, huge block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of
Flushes down the slam. Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
Anthony Davis. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
From long range and knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that 3-point shot than one instead from 22 feet.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Davis down low to Kyle Kuzma. The shot almost. Westbrook into the front court. The lead is 15. To Harden. Has a chance, and he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2. Anthony Davis, couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Off the mark on the first free throw. Second one's good. Splits the pair. To Harden. Has a look. cleans it up. Offensive board. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Lakers ball. To Davis. Kuzma. Can't miss those. There's the toss. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Short jumper off the mark. To Westbrook. Fires the three. And the rebound pulled down by Davis. Nice pass to get things going.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
That one out of bounds off a rocket. Davis. To Cousins. Kenneth Faried with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
DeMarcus Cousins. 2 of 4 now.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
It's Cook with the basketball. Trailing by 14. Out of bounds to call. Last touch by Quinn Cook. To Faried. Easy path to the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Five to shoot for Los Angeles. To Davis. That's no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. So the two teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break here in game number 3. Let's get you to Orlando, where we see.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
James into the front court. His guys down big. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Davis. James to Davis. Anthony Davis. He's now 4 for 6.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he's live. I'm watching it happen in person.
Russell Westbrook against Cousins. To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. He wants it at the rim and scores.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Here comes the screen. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide-open 3.
Trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. To Harden. Lets it fly from long range, and James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Harden in a matchup with Boogie. Buries it.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Jumper's good.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
To Westbrook. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Westbrook bothered just enough on that one. Cook to bring it into the front court. Down a bundle. He's denied.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Harden in possession. Looking to make something happen. Deep two there. Won't go. To James. The drive right to the basket. LeBron James not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Westbrook into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Harden. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it. Harden. Fires the three. Can't go down. Smothering defense. To James. The screen sets him up for two.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Harden. Here's a chance from long range. That's good D. Shot no good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Westbrook across the timeline. His guys up by 15. Going to launch beyond the arc. Man, that was a tough shot.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like your spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Here's James. Almost, but no good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
To Cousins. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
DeMarcus Cousins at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. And he missed the free throw. Harden. Beyond the arc for three. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Clint Capella tips it. Incredible. 6 tonight. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Knocked loose. Oh, a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Harden. No good. Short jumper misses.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
It's James controlling the offense. Down low, Boogie. Clint Capella sends it away. Make that 7.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Clint Capella snatching it out of the air. 8 now.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Harden. For 3, with James Harden, muscle memory. Gets it to go.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
To James. Kyle Kuzma. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
To Harden. From long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
LeBron James here against Harden. Here comes the screen. Clint Capella knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Kuzma. James knocks it down.
Consistency wins a game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
Fires the 3. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Los Angeles, they have it. Knocked loose. That's a momentum play right there. James. To Kyle Kuzma. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Harden in possession. His guys hold a commanding lead. 4-3. Missed it. Lets it fly from long range. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. Daniel's shot won't go. They'll let one fly from half court. It's the Rockets who are victorious. They moved in front of this series 2-1 as they head to an elimination game in Game 4. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew.
The Rockets got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the 3. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.